Hello everyone, 65 here, and today I wanted to show you another repair that I've done. This one's been done for a while, just same story as the previous one that I just showed. Um, I just had to stitch it up. My stitching never looks that great, so that's why I usually have other people do it because mine don't look the best, and I just want it to look nice. But I just figured I'd do it with these two. So this is a Snowflake spinning Frosty the Snowman that I fixed up. This one actually picked up in a state sale for like $3, which was I was really excited. It's a little story on this. My girlfriend's grandfather had picked me up for me and him to look for something. I'm trying to remember what it was. There was something we were looking for. I think it was like a fuse box for something. I can't remember exactly what we were looking for. And while we were circling around town, we saw a sign that says an estate sale. So we wanted to go check it out. And it was a pretty decent. It was like a walk-in state sale. So you were to walk into the two houses that they had. One was like a garage, but had some rooms, and the other portion was the house itself. And so we were just looking around. Now, first thing we found was actually a big mouth Billy bass. I was like, "Oh, cool! Like a big mouth Billy bass. I'll pick this up." And of course, I have that fixed now, and it's up for sale for anyone's interested. So we look around, go inside the house area, and in the little living room area, there was a little girl playing with some plush toys, and right beside in front of the TV was actually him. Now, let me tell you this: that house had a good bit of miscellaneous animatronics. Like there was a Frosty, the Gemmy spinning Valentine turtle, the Valentine lion, which for some odd reason I didn't pick up, which I really should have. If I would have known, they would have wanted like $3. I can't remember. Oh my gosh, I can't remember if I paid $6 for both animatronics or it was $3 for both. If that was the case, I should have just gotten the lion. Actually, I should have just picked up all the stinking animatronics because they had a dancing Douglas fir as well. And I don't know why I didn't pick that one up here either. Like now I'm thinking about it, it's like okay, they let both of these go for $3. Why did I not just get the rest of them? But at the same time, I was with a grandfather, and I just didn't want to be like, "Hey, I'm gonna buy these miscellaneous singing toys." I mean, I don't think he really would have cared, but okay, I get it. Anyways, so I was really excited when I walked into that little living room area, and he was just standing there in front of the TV with all the other stuff. So I was like, "Oh my gosh, I'm gonna get him! I want Frosty." I used to have a Frosty. I used to. You guys might remember the Hyper Frosty video. That Frosty doesn't exist anymore. It probably does exist. It probably belongs in somebody's collection now. Because more recently, I actually had contacted the Gemmy fan to see if I could get him back, my original Frosty, since he restored it. And he said that one was long gone. That he thinks he sold it. He didn't part it out, but he sold it. So I was like, "What's done?" Because the Frosty was my very first Snowflake spinner that I've ever obtained. Paid like $20 for it at a flea market. That arm was like broken, but yeah. So there was that. So once I saw this, I took the opportunity because I actually did used to own two Frosties at one point, and I sold both of them. I should have kept one, but I didn't. And this one here, like I said, with $3, I did find the box, but it was outside of the house, close to a lot of garbage, and I was like, you know what, I'll just leave the box. Even though it wasn't dirty, it was in pretty good shape, and I kind of wish I would have taken the box because I didn't realize this one was the try me button version where it has a little button on the bottom, so there goes that. But like I said, for $3, I couldn't complain. He needed all new gears, all new belts, and I think I cleaned the battery compartment. Yeah, because I think it was practically brand new. I don't think they really used them much. So I was like, you know what? Yeah, I'll get them. I mean, why wouldn't I? It's a Snowflake being snowman. People go nuts for these things. It's crazy what people pay for them. I mean, I wouldn't sell mine. I actually did sell one Snowflake spinner once, and it only sold for like I think $40 during the time period when these things were selling for like a lot more money. So I was like really confused. Like, why does this one sell for barely anything? But if I recall, I don't think I ever sold on eBay. I don't even. I saw him Mercari. That's what it was. I saw him Mercari. Fixed it. Didn't mention I fixed it. Person bought it, got it, and I told him, "Hey, I hope you enjoy it. I fixed it and everything." They left me like I think a neutral review on Mercari just because I had fixed it. I know I didn't mention I fixed it, but they were kind of disappointed that it was tampered with. But like, you couldn't even tell it was opened because I had my mom stitch it. My mom does really good stitching, so I was like, bruh, okay, well, whatever. Enjoy your $40 snowman, okay? Anyway, so actually I had to replace the wires here. Something I tend to forget about these spinners is when it comes to these sections here, these are actually fully wired. They're not that weird strand with the string and metallic bits. Pretty much that's this section here. I thought it was the same for these areas. No. So I could have actually still had the original wire rather than having it white, but I was like, you know what? Because it was actually starting to come off, and I thought it was the same material here, so I just discarded both these bits of wire and just replaced it with a white one. It's not really even, but it's whatever. He works now. He kind of like bashes to his side when he hip swings, but yeah, it's fine. So without further ado, oh, I forgot to mention one more thing. Was his hat? If you guys notice, his hat looks a lot more filling now. It's because I actually put a piece of cardboard inside, a shaped cardboard, so his hat doesn't look all squish. So it actually looks much more nicer. All right, so enough of me yapping. I always like talking about my little experiences and stories about like how I got these things. I'm too lazy to put in the description, so yeah. Anyway, so here's Frosty. My batteries aren't the best, so he's not gonna be able to spin these. He'll spin them, but not as good. So yeah, he actually turned out pretty good. I mean, like again, I can't complain for $3 for two animatronics and one being a snowflake spinner. I mean, can't get any better than that. Now I do have one more snowflake spinner here that I do want to show, but I'm just waiting for my gears to arrive from my engineering teacher because I had my friend Zockler65 design me a handful of gears for the spinner, so I could at least have some spares to fix the ones we have here. And this other one, I love how it looks. It looks brand new. It's just the hat arm is broken. It originally didn't look like it was broken until I went to move it down after I replaced the gear in the belt, and it just kind of like slipped. So I was like, great, that square shaft gear is poop. So be on the lookout for that one. You guys already know which one I'm talking about. It's the one where it's like kind of super slanted to the side. And like I said, that one sounds amazing. I just gotta figure out what to do for a strand of lights. If anyone has a strand of lights they'll sell for like a reasonable price, not like freaking crazy, well, I guess all I could do is just replace. Because I did check the board, and the board does emit the light signals. It's just it's something with this top portion cable that goes from here all the way down to the board. It's broken somewhere, so I guess what I could do is just replace this whole string, this whole wire portion, and it should be good to go after that. But yeah, stay tuned for that one. Hope I can get fixed by Christmas. And Christmas reviews are coming very, very soon, along with more funny AI generated videos. So keep a good eye out for those, because between November and December, there's gonna be a handful of that. For anyone who doesn't like AI generated stuff, womp womp, deal with it. Don't watch it if you don't like it. But for the people that enjoy it, I appreciate your support. And I do still have two more animatronics to review before the end of this month, the spooky review. So keep an eye out for those two videos whenever I can get around to it. Anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.